What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Happy Payday Friday, my favorite day of the week. But guess what? You're not going to believe what just dropped. Ripple just made their boldest move yet on the XRP Ledger. We're talking about a company that does a jaw drop in 60 billion in transferred value. An integration so massive, it's actually solving the liquidity issue people said was impossible. And get this, XRP, it's about to go live on 28,000 ATMs across the United States. That's right. Real world access right at your fingertips. Most people, they're still sleeping. But while they're distracted, the next phase of XRP and the XRP Ledger is quietly rolling out. This isn't hype. When you see how big this integration really is, you're going to understand why insiders are calling this the turning point. And by the end of this video, you're going to see why every other crypto project is suddenly scrambling to keep up. Ready to see what real adoption looks like? Well, let's get into it. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button for me. Helps me out in the algorithm. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. And if you're looking to support good old Rip in any free way possible, you do those two things, bada beam, bada boom. And if you already hit subscribe, you only got one thing to do. All of my videos, you hit that thumbs up. That's what we do around here, folks. We support each other. Let's get into it. Markets are pretty flat right now. I'm going to tell you one thing. Bitcoin, you need to pay attention to this level, 107K. If we are unable to break out from this level, we are going back down. We do have a fat CME gap sitting at that $92,000 range. It seems to me the bears are in control at this moment in time. We are going to need a massive July, perhaps, if you listen to the first video, from the crypto czar with a major announcement about these markets breaking out, or some major piece of retail adoption, bringing in more retail buyers to this, or even the ETFs and institutions jumping in. We have kind of at a standstill point. With that being said, we'll run through the numbers real quick. Bitcoin 107K, Ethereum coming in at 2445, and XRP, yeah buddy, 208. Look, not too bad. XRP in November, it just feels like it was the other day. So about 7 months ago, we were looking at 50 cents. For us to be holding above $2, I am pretty excited about it. Kind of put this out. Bitcoin has overtaken Google, becoming the 6th most valuable asset by market capitalization. The 5 assets or companies that sit above it: gold, Nvidia, I own it; Microsoft, I own that as well; Apple, I own that as well; and Amazon. How high do you think Bitcoin is going to climb up on this list? That is the question we should be asking. President Trump announces he officially signed a trade agreement with China. This is big. Why? Well, he starts to end these tariffs, sign trade agreements. We heard he's in talks with India right now. The more investor confidence that we can see, I think that's the right phrasing we want to use here. And then we could see the Fed finally step in and cut rates. When rates get cut, remember, cheaper borrowing, people start to jump into riskier assets, aka the crypto markets. If you didn't listen to the first video of the day, folks, I think you should give it a listen, because this is huge right here. We kind of talked about this, predicted what we think might happen, but I'm paying attention to July. Crypto already put this out, entering the wormhole. Yesterday, Ripple announced integrating Wormhole and the XRP Ledger. Understand what Wormhole does: solving liquidity, aka the oil, while you own the contract. Transferred over 11.7 billion with a B in value on Solana, and over 60 billion total value across all blockchains. Folks, this is huge. Just listen to this, who Wormhole is, and then we're going to jump into this. We're going to talk about what they actually do. We're going to break it down so everyone can understand.
So what is Wormhole? I think a lot of people that have been in the Solana community for a while are probably familiar, but a quick recap: Wormhole is an interoperability protocol. So Wormhole connects all blockchains to enable value to be transferred between them. That could mean things like USDC, USDS, USDT, Bitcoin, BUIDL. We've been talking a lot about RWAs today. ACRED, we've heard from Christine Moy multiple times. Tokenized private credit, that also uses Wormhole. From the meme coins to the biggest and largest institutional assets, everything is using the wormhole. We've been bringing assets from Ethereum to Solana since the beginning. And so you can see here, and I want to call this number and draw a lot of attention to it. Solana, if you look at the TVL today, the TVL is around, I think, in the 9 billions, which is, substantial in its own right. Since the inception of Solana, we've transferred to Solana, as we now know it, the internet capital markets. We transferred $11.47 billion or value.
All right, let's jump into this. We don't need to listen to the whole video. We need to talk about this so you understand what is actually going on. So imagine you're stuck in an airport, stuck between two flights. You have US dollars, but you're flying to Japan and you need yen. Normally, there's a ton of hassle involved, fees, delays, paperwork, and honestly, a bunch of people taking a cut just to swap your money. Now picture this. Instead of waiting in line, you stepping into a wormhole. In 4 minutes, you and your money zap straight to Japan. No borders, no fees, no waiting. That's exactly what Ripple just announced with their integration of Wormhole and the XRP Ledger. This is next level easy button for moving value across the world. Let's break down the brilliance behind all of this move. Wormhole is the super highway for crypto value. Think of Wormhole as the international highway system, but for money. It connects blockchains like Solana, Ethereum, and now the XRP Ledger. Just like highways connect cities, Wormhole lets value travel instantly, securely, and without the toll booth and red tape that slow down traditional finance. They are solving the liquidity problem. Liquidity is like oil, the oil for the global engine. Without it, nothing moves. If you want to buy a house, invest, or even send money to family overseas, liquidity is what keeps everything flowing. The XRP Ledger, supercharged by Wormhole, is like turning on a global pipeline. Suddenly, value can flow anywhere, anytime, in any currency. You own the contract, you own the value. No middlemen siphoning off your funds. In the past year, Wormhole has transferred over 11.7 billion in value to Solana alone. And get this, over 60 billion has zipped across blockchains, all blockchains, thanks to Wormhole. That's not just some pie in the sky promise. No, oh no. That's actual real world money moving at light speed. So with Ripple and Wormhole working together, it's not just about crypto anymore. It's about building a financial system that works like the internet, fast, borderless, and always open. And the best part, you don't need to be a tech genius to benefit. If you can use email, you can use this new world of money. What Ripple and Wormhole are building, folks, isn't science fiction. It's the next phase of global finance, and it's arriving faster than anyone has expected. And then we get this from CoinMe. We've just added XRP to 28,000 retail locations across the US where you can buy and sell XRP with cash. The XRP Ledger continues to expand use cases for banking and remittance purposes. Here's to the XRP army. I remember the day when getting crypto meant jumping through a dozen hoops, signing up for an exchange, waiting on endless verifications. That's all out the window now. Picture this, you stop at a gas station, maybe grabbing a snack or a drink, and boom, right there in front of you, an ATM, where you can literally trade cash for XRP or trade XRP for cash on the spot. It's as easy as buying a lottery ticket or withdrawing 20 bucks before a night out. This isn't just a small upgrade. This is crypto finally showing up in the real world, right alongside cash in all the places you already go. It's like when debit cards took out from writing checks. Suddenly, money just moves faster, easier, everywhere. This is the bridge between old school finance and the new world of crypto. No more sitting on the sidelines. Mass adoption is actually happening right in front of our very eyes. And XRP, the XRP Ledger, Ripple, they're all leading the way. You can be sure, folks, this is just the beginning. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see this. If I'm not wrong, I believe CoinMe is in Walmart all across the US. I believe isn't CoinMe, and if correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, isn't CoinMe those those money where you can exchange your money? Or am I thinking of something else? I might be thinking of something else, but still, this is huge. This is adoption. It might not seem like it's big adoption or it's really going to affect the price, but just think about it. People who want to buy XRP, they start seeing XRP all over where they go into these gas stations and convenience stores, it's going to start to trigger their minds and they're going to be like, what is this XRP thing? I'm going to leave it like that. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch y'all on the next one.